Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. There's a new headline in regards to the WannaCry virus of May 12th, 2017 that supposedly tormented computer users in 99 countries. They said it was possibly the worst cyber attack of all time. Anyhow, the latest headline is the hero who accidentally stopped the attack. He only spent $10.69 in doing so. And I want to show you what $10.69 has to do with what I showed about 13 and the coding behind WannaCry. So check this out. Just in case you missed the earlier video I put out, let's review. The virus is called WannaCry. It supposedly impacted people in 99 countries. May 12th. In the language of gematria, the ancient practice of coding numbers into words, WannaCry sums to 99, just like 13. And now they're saying it was $10.69 all it cost to stop it. In numerology terms, 1069, 0 doesn't count, so the number's kind of like 169. 1069, lose the 0, 169. The square root of 169 is 13. And this is what we already knew. The whole story was a tribute to 13 and very much the Bavarian Illuminati. Check this out. The hero, the name they gave for him, just wait. If you don't think this has to do with the Bavarian Illuminati, you just wait a moment. The Bavarian Illuminati, a very real thing, established May 1st, 1776. That was a date with 99 numerology. Look it up. Established with 13 families on this date with 99 numerology. And with regards to May 1st, it was Adam Weishaupt who established the Bavarian Illuminati. His name equals 51. May 1st. Did you know that conspiracy equals 51? Have you ever heard of Area 51, the federal conspiracy area? For the record, the word Freemason, when you take into account the S exception or the single reduction, Freemason, also 51. So anyway, Bavarian Illuminati, established on a date with 99 numerology, 13 families. Again, 13 codes to 99 like the number of countries hit. As for the term cyber attack, they're saying this is the worst cyber attack ever. You know, who's been behind the other ones? Probably always the same culprits. Remember, fear sells. The Bavarian Illuminati controls money. Fear sells. The people who run this world, they're the banker tyrants, the enlightened ones, the ones that are aware of this occult knowledge, this esoteric knowledge, and use it to rig all of their madness. What you're looking at, in case you're new here, this language of gematria, it's part of Kabbalah, a mysticism that's very important to the occult. In Kabbalah, it's believed that God created the world with language when he merged the letter and the number. Here you have gematria, letters and numbers. Anyway, cyber attack 188 like Bavarian Illuminati. Now let's get to the name of the hero. Again, 1069 to stop. The word virus has gematria 46. They said this was ransomware, meaning the computers it impacted, it ransomed the user. They had to put in a credit card or bank account and pay off an amount to end the virus. This is what's being reported. Anyway, virus, ransomware 46, the word hero. A hero ended this by accident with $10.69. Look at this. An anonymous malware researcher inadvertently helped stop the spread of a global cyber attack that targeted nearly 100 countries. The 22-year-old researcher, who goes by the name Malware Tech, has become an internet hero for their efforts to stem the spread of the WannaCry ransomware. Now look at this. Malware Tech equals 46. Just like ransomware, just like virus, just like hero. Again, I'll link this calculator down below. You can come here and verify it. Malware Tech 46, ransomware 46, hero 46. All of these methods are based on the alphabetic order, forwards and backwards. It's an interrelated system with a lot of very interesting synchronicities. Malware tech, for the ultimate kicker, also has the gematria of 188. 188, just like cyber attack, just like Bavarian Illuminati. And remember, this all comes back to fear, because fear controls, fear sells. How many people went out and bought cybersecurity because they're scared of this story? So many people operate that way. Oh, I have $20 real quick, I'll buy this, it'll protect me, you know? So check this out. Your money in 13 and 188, have you ever considered the denominations of bills we have in the U.S.? The 1, the 2, the 5, the 10, the 20, the 50, the 100? 100 plus 50, 150, plus 20 more, 170, plus 10 more, 180, plus 5 more, 185, plus 2 more, 187, plus 1 more, 188. 188. The Bavarian Illuminati established May 1st, 1776. That's 2 months before the Declaration of Independence. And in a lot of history books, the Bavarian Illuminati is credited for the French Revolution, which has a lot of ties to the American Revolution. Bavarian Illuminati, 188, just like the bill denominations. The United States of America, for the record, sums to 99, a nation that began with 13 colonies, 13 stripes. USA equals 41, 41 the 13th prime, triangle and pyramid 41. On the dollar bill, the pyramid with the all-seeing eye with 13 layers of bricks. You see this right here? Secret Society, Freemasonry, Annuit Coeptus. When I made this video a long time ago, I forgot a huge one with regards to the dollar bill. In God we trust, 58. Just like Freemasonry, just like Secret Society. Freemasonry based in Solomon's Temple, ancient Israel history, ancient Jewish history. Solomon's Temple had the checkerboard floor. Check this out. Chessboard has gematria 58, like a checkerboard. Solomon's Temple, Freemasonry, the checkerboard, very important to Masonry. None of this stuff is coincidental. This is what's coded throughout our language, which is clearly created by the same people who established this nation, the United States of America, and everything about it. And the same people who run the New World Order. The U.S., a major New World Order accomplishment. The New World Order is an old world order. So anyway, Truth Seeker, that's what's really up with, the big cyber attack and the $10.69 cost to stop it. The story doesn't even make any sense. It makes zero sense, just like all this propaganda we get. None of this stuff ever makes sense. They put it out like it's fact, and nobody questions it. And every time it's coded to the teeth in the numbers. Here I've been showing it nonstop since 2013, and still hardly anyone knows. I just went over 50,000 subscribers according to YouTube, and to me that just seems pathetic. I've been here since 2013 spilling out the truth about what's going on in the world. And here we are on the internet where millions of people supposedly traffic every day and only 50,000 people have found my work worth hanging around for. Just doesn't make sense. One last point about this gematria language. If you write out the word computer, it sums to 666. Think about how Apple priced their first consumer computer at $666. And if you write out internet, it also has the gematria 666. Isn't that interesting? Internet and computer. 666, number of the beast. Here is wisdom. If you never read Revelation, teaches you how to calculate the number of the beast. This is exactly how. And it's all part of Kabbalah. Again, the belief that God created the world with language when he merged the letter with the number. Or I shouldn't say he, because in Kabbalah, the belief is that God is mostly man, but also part woman. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. People can believe what they want. I just don't want psychopaths making up lies and news and fear every day and scaring people and steering them and saying, pay your taxes or else. If you guys don't see what I'm doing here and what I've been doing, You know, in 2013, I had enough. As someone who could see what was going on in this world, I said, I'm not contributing to this system anymore. I'm not working. I'm not paying taxes. Instead, what I'm doing now is I'm changing my life, and I'm figuring out how I can speak out to end the machine. So many people, they don't see that they live in a machine. They like being part of the machine. You know? I think they like these stories on the daily. Before we go, I'll give you one more good one. Since we're talking so much about 13, look at this graphic that CNN, I'm sure other mainstream news used it with the lock. I don't know, is this even supposed to be part of the graphic if you got hit by this? But notice the lock. I want to show you about lock and 13. Using the alphabetic order, lock sums to 41, just like key. 41 is the 13th prime. The 13th prime. And if you write out USA, it's 41. Again, 41, USA, 13 colonies, 13 stripes. With regards to the dollar bill, I should have mentioned there's so much 13 symbolism on the dollar bill if you're not aware. If you're not aware, the dollar bill just loaded with 13. 13 arrows, 13 leaves, 13 berries, 13 stars that make up the Star of David. All sorts of 13 on here. The 13 bricks. But even there in the graphic, you know, the lock. Lock 41, 41 the 13th prime. I'll give you another good one. True story here. Albert Pike, 99. We know how that connects to 13. The name Pike is 41 alone. From the White House, 13 blocks is the statue of Albert Pike with Morals and Dogma under his arm. In Morals and Dogma, written by him about Freemasonry, he reveals that Freemasonry owes all of its secrets and symbology to Kabbalah. So do all the religions of the world. You know, he says Kabbalah, it's the truest thing there is. This belief, letters, numbers. That book's called Morals and Dogma. And I just want to show you for one last thing. Morals and Dogma equals 137, which is the 33rd prime. He was a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason, Albert Pike. This statue of him is in Washington, D.C. That's interesting because he's a Confederate war general and the only with a statue in his honor in D.C., appropriately 13 blocks from the White House. They said that this hero wanted to remain anonymous. Anonymous 137. If you didn't know, anonymous is your federal government. So is Edward Snowden. So is Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. All of this stuff is controlled opposition. If it's in the mainstream media, it's part of the fiction that is given to us where we're supposed to take it on as real information. Mainstream news is to be tuned out and ignored. It is a nonstop circus and show meant to control your mind's eye. Everything. And it all comes back to fear and control. You know, these types of stories, they'll make some people go out and buy the protection so they don't get the virus. It'll make other people think, well, thank God we have a government that will stop this eventually for us. This is the reason. This is what's behind the propaganda. All right, Truth Seeker, I'll link all these posts down below, including the Gematrinator calculator. This website's got all the tools. Until next time.